Hey there, everyone. Colin Mockery, international comedy icon here. And this is true. I was Vin Diesel's body double in the first 5 Fast and Furious movies. Then around 6, I thought, how come we're so furious? Why aren't we getting help? Obviously, we're hurting. The producers didn't see it that way. Anyway, everybody, please, I welcome you to Jeff Stainer's Price is Right viewing and experience event. You know, when I first heard about this event, I went, is this guy crazy? Like, he visits my friend Drew at The Price is Right and then spends 400 hours building the set of The Price is Right with all the popular games in the family room. At one point, he had inflatable dolls for the models, but common sense settled in and he went no. So Drew says he's incredibly sorry that he can't be there. He's going to miss this incredible event. He's in his vault right now counting his money. But wow, some lucky people from this audience are going to be called down and be a contestant on Jeff's version of The Price is Right and win some amazing prizes. Hey, Jeff, you know, I could use a new car. It's not about me, it's about you. So everyone, have a great time. I wish you all luck, and thank you for coming this morning. Price is Right. Gotta work on that.
Don Revis, come on down. You're the first contestant. Holly Metier, come on down. You're the next contestant. Megan Sweeney, come on down. You're the next contestant. All right, we got one more person coming out. Donna Stenbridge, come on down. All right, congratulations, guys. You guys are the first 4 contestants on The Price is Right Just version. And now, let's welcome your host, the only man to go on Price is Right and decide that he had to go build the game show himself to relive the experience. Top 20 real estate broker in Will County for 9 or less 11 years. We don't talk about 2019 or 2022. Fan of cute rabbit videos on Instagram. And father of 3 wildly talented children, Jeff Stainer.
Hey! Oh, wow, look at this. Brittany Hagedorn, everybody, Brittany Hagedorn. All right. Ryan Stainer, my son. All right. Wow. This is all down here. All right. So, Brittany, what do we have for our first item for bid?
How about a nice bundle to kick things off that will make you look and feel better? First, it's a Sharper Image hair styler. Next, we have a Pilates board. And finally, get ready to shake it off with a new vibration plate.
All right, Don's in. All right, Holly is in. Megan's in. Donna's still thinking. Well, she's married to hell, so I understand. I'm just kidding. All right, all right, Don, what's your bid? Don?
Oh, wait a minute. Here,
526.
526. Okay, Holly, what's your bid?
875.
875. Megan, what's your bid?
450.
All right, and your upside down bid, Donna? Is 468. So, Ryan, we got to hit the buzzer. That's really quite a buzzer. So, all of you have actually overbid. So, we're going to erase those bids. The lowest bid is 450 by Megan. All right? So, we're going to write another bid. All right. Don, your bid was $300, right?
Yes.
Holly?
377.
377. Megan?
380.
Donna?
371.
The actual price is $348. Don, come on up. So, Don, congratulations. You ready to play next game? Where are you from, Don?
Tinley Park.
Tinley Park. So you drive all the way here in that fine traffic this morning. All right, great. Ryan, what's the prize that Don can win?
Well, Don, summer is just around the corner, so let's get you ready for some warm weather with a brand new 22-inch Weber charcoal premium grill, built with a built-in thermometer and utensils. Next, we have a hammock, followed by a bird feeder with a built-in camera, and finally a solar panel streetlight.
All right, Don, we're going to play a really cool game called the Hole-in-One. Iconic Price is Right game. So the idea of the game is there's 6 products here Ryan will describe shortly, and the idea is to get the lowest price to the highest price. All right? And then what you're going to do, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
All right. Okay, he's going to use the right-handed putter over here, and you're going to be able to putt from whatever line you get the correct thing with. All right? So Ryan, please describe the 6 items that Don gets to choose from.
Well, Jeff, we have a pack of Trident sugar-free gum, a 16-ounce box of elbow macaroni, a 4-pack of Snack Pack pudding, 16-ounce container of Chick-fil-A sauce, 60-ounce of Bisquick baking mix, and a 2-pound bag of peanut M&Ms.
Which we'll all eat right after the show. No, just kidding. So, Don, which item do you think is the lowest price item? You can ask the crowd. The gum. Okay, Brittany, put the flag in hole number 1. All right, what is the next lowest price? All right, we'll go macaroni. All right, what's the 3rd lowest price? The Bisquick. All right. The 4th next lowest price. The pudding. All right. The next lowest price?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A sauce. And the most expensive?
Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms. All right, Brittany, show us the price of the gum. 98 cents. All right. So we know one thing. You may be shooting here or you may not. What's the second price of the pasta? $2.29. All right, what's the cost of the Bisquick? $8.86. We know someone who doesn't make pancakes in the house. All right, what's the price of the pudding? $2.98. What's the price of the sauce? $4.99. And what's the price of the candy? $13.99. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove these 2 flags. And I'm going to show you how this is done, hopefully. My kids love how I play miniature golf. So you can hold that for 1 second there. Put the ball there. And all you got to do, I'm going to shoot from the farther spot. All you got to do is get in that hole, Don. It's really not that hard. Oh, and I missed. But the good thing is, you get to shoot from that line right here. All right, so let me get you the ball. Now, you only got hundreds of people watching you, so you can come up here. No, come on up. Come up here. Do you feel lucky, Don?
Right now I do.
All right. All right. Oh! Man, he did like a Tiger Woods thing. But you're lucky because on the Price is Right real show, they don't call it hole 1, they call it the second chance hole.
Boy.
Now, if you don't get on the second chance hole, then we have to figure out something else here. Oh, all right, so we're going to be like 3rd grade where everybody's a winner. Come here. We're going to give you one more chance. I mean, I can't have somebody lose my first game. Come on, Don. Yeah! There you go.
Daly, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Sue Daly. All right. What's our next item for bid?
All right, Jeff, we have a mini 3D printer which comes fully assembled with high precision printing that works great for both home and school projects.
Something unique. So what do you think it is worth? What is your bid? All right, Sue Daly, what's your bid?
$4.99.
$4.99. Holly?
$2.89.
$2.89. Megan?
$132.
$132. Donna? $201. You kind of did the shoe thing like I did. They never thought I was going to win those shoes. That's why I paid KC in the sunshine in those boogie shoes, you know? The actual retail price is $180. Megan! Come on up, Megan. All right, Megan, where are you from?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
What do you do?
I work for Edwards Life Sciences in their International Luxury Management Division.
All right, all right. Yeah, let's open the curtain and see what the next game is going to be. We're going to play the high-low game. But Ryan, what's the prize? What can they win?
Well, Jeff, the next prize is a nugget ice maker, which turns water into tiny chewable ice pellets, made for any home kitchen party or office.
So I'm sure that'll be used at all your next fine party, right? All right. So we're going to play the high-low game. So in this game, there are 6 products Ryan will describe in a minute. And there's a price pull up behind every one of these. The idea is you're going to tell me what the 3 highest prices are, and we're going to put them up here. Then once the lowest of the highest prices will leave, then we hope that the other 3 remaining prices are below that item.
Okay.
All right, so what is the highest price?
The garbage bags.
The garbage bags. You think she's right? We're going to flip it around here, and it is $8.92. All right, what's the next price?
Lysol. Lysol.
Lysol. Okay, that is $4.72.
Okay, muffins.
The Kodiak Muffin Mix. What is that price? $5.72. Now, since we're going back to 3rd grade, I'm just kidding. Is there any price you would like to change? Now, Drew doesn't give this option, but I'm giving you that option.
Great.
Because I really don't want to take it.
I don't think so. No.
You absolutely sure? Ask the audience.
What do you think? The soap?
The soft soap? All right. So what do you want to do? Stay? Stay? All right. You want to stay? Okay. What's the price of the sparkling ice drink? $1.15. You're safe so far. What's the price of the Pop-Tarts? $2.49. And what is the price of the soap? $2.87. She's a winner! Congratulations, Megan. All right. Ryan Stainer, who's our next contestant to come on down?
Barbara Jackson, come on down.
Hi, Barbara. How you doing? Welcome to Contestants Row. All right, here you go. All right. All right, what's our next item for bid?
We have a lovely cold press juicer with a 5.5-inch feeding chute that is easy to clean and great for juicing all those whole fruit and vegetables.
All right. Barbara, what's your bid?
$3.50.
$3.50. Donna?
$2.86.
$2.86. Sue Daly?
$3.25.
$3.25. Holly?
$2.31.
$2.31. The actual retail price is, buzzer, Ryan. All right, so you all overbid. All right, so you're gonna rebid. So you all have to go below $2.31. All right, Sue, what's your bid?
$187.
$187. Holly, what's your bid?
$150.
$150. Barbara?
$189.
$189. Donna? $216 she bid. The actual retail price is $199. Barbara! Come on up. Congratulations. So Barbara, where are you from?
Naperville, Illinois.
And what do you do?
I work at Midwestern University.
Yeah?
Yes.
And?
I'm a,
Come on.
I'm a site coordinator at Midwestern University. Been there for 20 years.
Wow, all right. So, we're going to open the curtain here. And Ryan, what can Barbara win?
Well, Barbara, for all your gaming and computer needs, we have a 100-watt gaming speakers with powerful bass, subwoofer, and Bluetooth technology. Perfect for any PC or PlayStation.
All right, so you can use it for gaming, you can use it for computers, TVs, really cool product. We're going to play the famous Bullseye game. All right? So you have a couple chances to win this game in two different ways. The first way is Ryan's going to describe the 4 products. Then you get to pick one product, and you're going to tell me how many items does it take to get between $10 and $12.
Okay.
All right? If you still get something up here, you're still in play. But if you're past $12, you're out the door. All right? So Ryan, what's the first product we have there?
So we have some Funfetti cupcake mix, followed by some 3-in-1 toothpaste. Next, we have some Hidden Valley restaurant-style ranch 4-pack. Oh, we're out of order. And a rice-a-roni.
And a rice-a-roni. Chicken flavor. All right, chicken flavor. All right, after you're looking at the products, what do you think, or how many of whatever you want to choose, you can choose anything you want, that you can say, I want 2, 3, 5, whatever it is, to get to that dollar amount?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if he can help you right now, but hopefully.
I think the cake.
Come on, help her out.
Cake mix. I was thinking of cake mix.
All right, cake mix. How many cake mixes would you like?
4.
4 cake mixes. And the cake mix prices are $187. What does that equal, Ryan?
$7.48.
Okay, she's right there. All right. I'll give you another chance.
Okay. The crest. The crest.
All right, how many crests?
1.
1, 2, 3.
2.
2. All right, 2 crests. Price is $5.49. What's 2 at $5.49, Ryan?
Just doing some quick math here, Jeff. Carry the 1. We're at $18.46.
Wait, no, she said 2. 2 at $5.49.
What's that?
That should be $11.48 maybe? Take a look.
You're adding them together.
No, I'm not adding them together. They're each individual things. Sorry. I gotta, break in Georgia. I'm just getting right. So 2 times $5.49.
As you can tell, we do this all the time. All right, we're at $10.98.
That means she's a winner! But the cool thing about it, if you did not get it, behind this little button was a bullseye anyway, so she still would have won the fine prize. So congratulations to your new stereo system. All right, Ryan, who is our next contestant?
Keith Simpson.
Hey, Keith, welcome to the contestants row. All right, what do we have for bid, Ryan?
Well, Jeff, for some extra security, we have up for bid an outdoor security camera with a 360-degree view, including 24/7 recording, 5G Wi-Fi, motion detection, built-in siren, dual camera, all with no monthly fee.
Yes. So, Keith, what's your bid?
Cash.
800.
All right. Donna, what's your bid? Yes, right.
This is outside.
Yeah, outside security camera with dual cameras.
No service required.
No service, monthly fee.
$9.25. Oh, I'm like so.
Okay. Sue Daly.
$2.50.
Okay, $250.
Sorry.
Holly,
$2.01.
$201. The actual retail price is $220. Holly's the winner. All right, Holly, where are you from?
Here in Naperville.
And what do you do?
I'm a real estate broker with that property.
Oh, there you go.
Doing deals with Jeff all the time.
Yeah, there you go. I have great stage help.
Ocean.
So, what's the price, Ryan?
This underwater scooter has dual motors and ideal for swimming or snorkeling and is perfect for adults and kids.
So, Holly, you ever go on a cool beach vacation?
Yes, I do.
So you can swim in the ocean with it.
Okay, nice.
It's pretty cool. So we're going to play the dice game. Okay, it's an iconic Price is Right game. And you're going to get 3 dice. And you're going to tell me whatever the number is going, whatever you throw, if it's not the exact number, because there are only 6 numbers. So in the price, it's either going to be a 1 through 6. But we're going to have to guess what that price is for that. All right?
Okay.
So you're going to throw 1 dice at a time. You got to go past this white line, and then that's going to be. And then we're going to see how you do. Here's the first dice. Okay, first number's a 4. Ryan, is the first number a 4? She got the number right. Oh my God. So we know the first number is a 4. All right, so how good are you on the second number? Is the second number a 4? All right, so now here's the hard part. Do you want to go higher than a 4 or lower than a 4?
Higher.
Higher. All right. We're going to go higher. All right. All right, there you go. Oh, 1. Is it number 1? All right, so what does that mean, Holly?
Higher.
You know why? Because we're realtors and we know anything, if it's not a 1, the next number's got to be higher, right?
Right.
All right, so put it right there as a 1. And we're going to go higher. So we know the first number, which he hit correctly, is a 4. Now, this next one I'm a little worried about, and I don't remember, honestly, what that number was. Okay. So we're going to pull that number up, put it up there. Oh, my God, it's a 5. And what's the next number? It's a 3. She wins! All right, 4 out of 4 winners. Look at that. All right, Ryan, who's our next contestant for Game 5?
Vanessa Carius, come on down. You're the next contestant.
Oh. So we are ready. Ryan, what's the next item for bid?
We have a lovely turntable with wireless connectivity, including both 33 and 45 RPM speeds. Beat Studio Pro wireless headphones. And finally, as a sign of the times, Jeff, we have a Harry Styles record to add to your collection.
There you go. All right, Vanessa, what's your bid?
Oh, $350.
All right, pop, $350. Keith?
$325.
$325. Donna, what is your bid?
Whatever they say.
$371. Sue, bid $390. The actual retail price is $548. Sue Day! Come on up, officially. All right, welcome aboard. So Sue, where are you from?
Akron, Ohio.
Well, where are you now?
Minnesota.
Yeah, she drove in from Minnesota the other day just to be here tonight. All right, what do you do?
What do I do? I am an ex-realtor with Remax Action.
She retired.
I retired.
She got smart.
I retired.
All right, Ryan, what's our prize?
All right, so we have 2 pairs of outdoor Bluetooth wireless speakers, powered with a rechargeable battery for any garden, patio, deck, pool, or backyard.
Wow.
All right, and what's the value of that, Ryan?
$399.
All right, $400 plus what you just won. Good prize, right? Yeah. So we're gonna play pick a pair.
Oh.
So, are you good at shopping?
No.
What do you mean not good at shopping? What do you do, Uber Eats?
I just go buy it and eat it.
There you go. All right. So this game, what it really means is pick a pair. There are 6 items up here Ryan will describe. Pay attention to size, things like that. And there's 2 items that have the exact same price. Actually, 3 pairs of 2 that have the exact same price. Your job is to find which 2 match. Ryan, what's the description of the 6?
All right, well, first we have a 30-ounce jar of grape jam. Next, we have a 10-ounce jar of Coffee Mate, followed by 18-ounce can of Chunky Soup, Kraft Deluxe Macaroni and Creamy Cheese Sauce, 1 bag of Oreo cookies, and last, we have a 10-pack of Capri Juice drinks.
All right, so you got it, right?
Yeah.
All right, she made you a little help on this one. All right, so Sue, which 2 items that you would like to choose to see if they match
So
the price?
there's 3 sets of
There's 3
two.
sets of 2.
Okay. All right, so I know those Oreo cookies are a certain price because somebody was telling me about them this morning.
You like Oreos, don't you?
I'm like, oh yeah.
What a true diabetic wants.
Yeah, right.
I know, me too. I love
I
it.
have no idea which one would be that kind of price though. Okay, I'm gonna go jam and Oreos.
Okay, Brittany, flip them down. The jam is $2.67, and the cookies are $3.98. But here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Which price do you want to? Where do I shop? I got receipts. So, what price do you want to keep and try to match that price?
Which price do I have to make?
So you can pick either one you want. You want to keep the $2.67 or the $3.98. I'll give you one more chance to pick it.
Okay. All right.
67. Pop the soup. $4.49. See, what you didn't realize, it's Junkie Campbell's. All right, I'm gonna give you one last chance. Since you drove all the way from Minnesota, you used a lot of gas to get here at $4.49 a gallon.
All right.
So, which one you want to keep and which one you want to go for?
I'm gonna keep the jam.
Okay.
I've already got one off the list. Okay.
Sue, do you really go grocery shopping?
Did I ever make any money as a realtor? I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna give you one last chance because I don't need rock speakers. All right, so which one you want to keep? This or this?
Cookies are off the list, right?
You want to keep the
They
$4.49?
were free. Oh. I can't remember what the damn cookies were we just did.
Well, you didn't pick the Capri Sun, you didn't pick the Coffee Mate.
And the soup was $4.49. Wasn't the soup $4.49?
Yeah, these 2 matched.
Yeah.
You want to keep
I'm
this?
gonna keep that one.
Okay, so let's close it.
Yeah, close it out.
Yep, flip it. All right, we finally got a winner. All right, Brian, who's our next contestant to come on down?
We have Josiah Aguadu.
All right. All right. Yeah, I had to build all this stuff yesterday. So,
From Backyard Creations, we have an 82-inch patio heater with glass tube flame.
all right, Josiah, what is your bid?
$4.90.
$4.90. All right. Vanessa, what's your bid?
$2.75.
$2.75. Keith, what is your bid?
$4.99.
$4.99.
$4.91.
$4.91 by Donna. Ryan, I think I need a buzzer. All right. So the lowest bid was Vanessa, $2.75. So you're going to all rebid one final time here. Josiah, what's your bid?
$2.20.
$2.20. What's your bid, Vanessa?
$2.25.
$2.25. What's your bid, Keith?
$2.26.
$2.26. Donna, what's your bid? $1.99. The actual retail price. See, you did the same thing I did with the shoes. $2.29. Keith is the winner. Come on up. I feel like I'm next to Shaq. So, where are you from, Keith?
From Chicago.
And what do you do?
I'm accounting at Fairmont Hotel.
County at the Fairmont Hotel. There you go. Plinko! All right. Describe the prize.
Keith, are you ready for this? Get comfortable in your brand new couch. This couch has 2 sections measuring 114 and 115 inches. Valued at over $5,000.
All right, so we're going to play Plinko. So Plinko chips, we're going to play a game so you can earn more Plinko chips. I'm going to give you one to start with, but we're going to play a game here called the first letter, first number, or second number. So we're going to think of these 3 items that Ryan's going to describe, and you're going to say, does the number start with a 4 or end with a 7? All right? So Ryan, please, and the next one will be 3 or 9, and the next one, and every one you win, you get that prize as well. I don't know how much, leaf blowing you would do in Chicago, but you never know. It's a windy city. So, and then what's going to happen is you will get those prizes, but you will also earn valuable Plinko chips. So go ahead.
All right, first we have a 20-volt blower and weed edger. For number 2, you can help Don learn how to putt with a new practice putting green and ball return. And 3, we have a 12-piece wood bowl and plate set.
All right, so this 20-volt system right here, you think it starts with a 4 or ends in a 7? Ends in a 7. Flip it over. $127. All right, so that's 1 Plinko chip. That's 2, actually, 2. All right, the putting green. Does it begin with a 9? I'm sorry, begin with a 3 or end in a 9? End with a 9. $69. All right, so now you can leaf blow your place in Chicago and places putting. All right, the wood plates, beautiful wood plates. Does it begin with an 8 or end in a 5? Ends in the 5. So the actual price of that is, Britt? Is $89. It's 12 pieces, so you got to put bowls, plates, and all that good stuff. So we have 3 chips here. So guide Keith up the fine ladder back here. Now, what do you got to do, Keith? Yeah, he doesn't need. That's pretty funny. So, Keith, what you're going to do is try to get into one of the winner's slots. All right? That's one way to get up in the world, huh? So you're going to lay it right against the thing and let it go. And see how it does. Well, that didn't do so good. Oh, we got 2 more chances. All right. Thank God you got 1 more chip here. You have a brand new couch, a leaf blower, and a putting green. So next, we are going to do the wheel. So we're going to bring up all the winners back up on stage here. And in no particular order, we're going to have Don go first. One closest to $1 without going over, you'll be in the first showcase. What a run. All right, it's coming down. Oh, there goes $1. What's that take? 30 cents. Don, you want to spin again?
Yeah, I'll spin.
All right, Don, spin it again. This is really fun to have in your family room, I got to tell you. I kind of miss it already. My wife doesn't, but. Put that blue tape on. So what was the first number he had? 30. 30 plus 75 total. All right, Don, stand over here by Brittany. You got 75 cents. All right, Megan, you're up next. Replace this Don right over there. All right, Barbara. All right, give it a whirl. You got to be 85. So we got 25. You want to spin again, right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I forgot to say, hey, 1 second. Who do you want to say hi to?
Oh, my daughter Brittany and the rest of my family. Yay!
All right, I forgot to do that. I got to do the Drew thing. All right, go ahead. We're over. All right, thank you so much. All right, Megan, you're our first showcase. All right, we're going to bring out the next group of 3. All right, Holly, you're going to spin first.
Okay.
Oh.
Than I thought it would be. Did I spin the wrong way?
No, just grab the handles.
Oh, handles.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm a real estate agent.
I know. Grab the bull by the horns, right? Oh, what do we got? 80 cents. You want to stay, right? All right. All right, Sue, you're up next. All right, Sue, who do you want to say hi to?
Sorry. Who do I want to say hi to? I want to say hi to all my friends out there in the world that are realtors or anything to do with the real estate business. I love you guys. Thanks.
All right. All right, Sue, what are you going to have?
100.
Well, it's coming around. It's coming around. You got 45. You got to spin again.
Ready?
Yep. You got to be 80. Why is my thing not going beep, beep, beep? Well. All right.
I broke it.
Yeah, you did. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Oh. I'm sorry, Sue. All right, Keith. Come on up here. All right, who do you want to say hi to?
Shout out to Eric, Ryan, myself, the Paulians, everybody I went to school with, in the back somewhere, but all my friends.
All his friends. All right. So we got to be 80 cents, and you got 65 cents. All right, you got to spin again. Slowing up here. 55. 55. All right, so what you got? 55. Not enough. Keith, it's been a pleasure, man. You won some really amazing prizes. All right, next. Well, we have our 2 showcase winners. So now we're going to do the showcase. We have Holly and we have Megan. So there you go. All right. Megan's going to be here. Holly's going to be here. How the showcase is going to work. You're going to be the first one to bid. You can bid on the showcase or you can pass the showcase. The one nearest to the actual retail price of that showcase without going over will win the showcase. But Ryan will explain a little bit about the showcase. We have a special thing that we're going to win. All right, go ahead.
All right, and before we jump into the first showcase, a quick message from our lawyers. These showcases are intended for entertainment purposes only. In no scenario will these prizes actually be awarded to the winner. Most of our budget was spent towards the games, prizes, and just wardrobe changes, including that majestic safari outfit. Thank you. All right, and now back to our regular scheduled programming. All right, so let's get to the first showcase. All right, now let's start with something that's very cool. And you know what's cooler than cool? How about a trip to Antarctica? This trip does cover costs of you and one very lucky guest as you embark on the trip of a lifetime from Chicago to Antarctica. Flights and meals are included in this showcase. And you may want to chat with your good friend Leo DiCaprio about the effects of global warming while you take a private jet. Sip some champagne with a little caviar while you sit back and relax on the connecting flight from Chile to Antarctica. And if that wasn't great enough, you and your guests will also have sleeping arrangements at the Union Glacier Camp. Personal heater not included. And then let's see your best waddle impression, because this trip also includes a penguin experience. Walk among the penguin colonies while taking incredible photos. And for the final part of your showcase, it would not be complete without a polar adventure. You'll explore massive glaciers, blue icebergs, and the frozen beauty of the South Pole with activities like snowmobiling, glacier hiking, scenic flights over one of the most untouched places on Earth. All right, to recap, this incredible 7-day Antarctica adventure includes flights, meals, sleeping accommodations, a private jet experience, penguin experience, and polar excursion adventures.
All right, Megan, are you going to bid on this price, or are you going to pass on the showcase? You're going to bid. All right. What's your bid?
$25,150.
$25,150. All right. All right, Holly, this is your showcase.
All right, Holly, your showcase combines American power with American beauty. First, let's get you back on the road again with a brand new SUV. This 2026 Ford Explorer has everything you could ever need to hit the open road, with advanced safety tech, powerful eco engine, and 10 cup holders for all those gas station big gulps you're going to be drinking on your way to Yellowstone National Park. You'll be hitting the open road, passing iconic landmarks before arriving at one of the most beautiful places in the country. You'll enjoy a 7-night stay at the historic Old Faithful Inn, right in the heart of the park, where nature is everywhere and Wi-Fi is not. Meals will be included while you stay and get ready to witness the legendary Old Faithful. Explore waterfalls, trails, and scenic views. Come face to face with wildlife, bison, elk, wolves, animals, and will absolutely ignore your own personal space. So Holly, let's recap your showcase. We have ourselves a brand new 2026 Ford Explorer, a 7-day Yellowstone adventure, and historic lodge stay and unforgettable national park experience, which could be yours, but not actually, if the price is right.
All right, Holly, what is your bid? Oh, $31,000 flat. You think they're close? All right. So, Ryan, you ready for the calculation? All right. The actual bid of the Antarctica trip is $66,200. It's a long way to Antarctica, and you got to freeze in those little huts. The next trip with the SUV to Yellowstone is $68,900. So, what's the difference of Megan?
All right, so the Yellowstone 31,000 minus the 66,000 is off by $35,720.
So $35,700. All right, and the Antarctica trip.
All right, this one is off by $43,700.
43,000. So Holly's the winner. But there's more. I cannot let anybody go home without more. So Brittany, what did Holly truly win? $1,000 Amazon card. So there you go. So I want to thank you guys for playing The Price is Right. You're a big time winner. You know, all that good stuff. And I just want to say thank you for everybody who showed up here. Thank you to my crew back here, my wife, Nicole, Kaylee, Anya, Sydney, Derek, Kyle, and everybody else. Ryan. you for everybody coming down to The Price is Right. It's been an incredible event, my version of The Price is Right, I should say. And amazing audience, amazing contestants, amazing prizes, amazing video team, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thank you so much.